The stealing of United States Treasury checks is one of by some criminals. Among these was a man named Dan Reese. His chief stock in trade was stealing checks written to widows and the aged. He and a girl in his employ would act out various roles before storekeepers, playing on their sympathy to get them to cash the checks. And now, in my role as chief of the United States Secret Service, I'm going to tell you the story of their racket. A story in which Dan Reese learned that there are some things you can never counterfeit. This is Treasury File 4692, United States Secret Service. The case of the lonely people. By the post office inspector that a government check had been stolen, Secret Service agent Randall reported at the scene to interview the man who had witnessed the actual theft. From his description, it was evident that the thief was the man this department had been looking for. A man who had cashed forged government checks recently in this same general area. On the basis of several descriptions which had already been obtained from other victims, it was decided to create a composite drawing of the thief's face. Because of his narrow escape, we were aware that the thief in all probability had fled from the area. Our intention, however, was to circulate his description throughout the entire Midwest.
There, that'll be just fine. Thank you. Here, this will take care of it.
Ah, we made it, Millie. Safe and sound, and a good 400 miles between us and that guy that almost caught me stealing his check.
I never thought we'd make it this time, Dad. Please missed us by 2 minutes.
Now, don't I always take care of things? Like my idea of having you dress in that nurse's uniform so we wouldn't have to leave the train compartment. Nobody bothered us.
No. Felt good wearing this, nice and clean. Nothing fake about it.
Oh, now, Millie. There's no faking the way I feel about you. It's as if you really... Who could I trust but you?
Maybe it's time we quit, Dan. Stealing these checks. It's getting risky. We can't take any more government checks.
We're not going to take any more. Not anymore, Millie. I knew what I was doing when I rented this house. From now on, we're going to make our own checks. Counterfeit them.
Print counterfeit?
And why not? I'm only going to print one kind of check, Millie. Veteran's disability. No one can refuse to cash a check like that.
You can't act the part of a veteran.
No, we're even going to do better. We're going to have our own disabled veteran.
How are you going to do that?
Here's something I wrote out while we were on the train. We're going to put this ad in the newspapers. This'll do the job for us, Millie.
I'll be through in here in a minute, Lloyd.
Mrs. Welby, what did you do?
Do what, Lloyd?
This letter. Someone's coming to see me. You answered that ad in the newspaper. Answered it, and I told you not to.
I'm sorry, Lloyd.
Miss Welby, I'm sorry.
It's your right to be angry. I just didn't know how else to get you out of this house. Back into the world with people.
3 times, and on every job, the man called me in and said he was sorry, but they had to get someone else. Nobody wants half a man. They don't want me out there.
Oh, but they do. You can't stay in your room the rest of your life. That must be the job. I'll ask him in.
No. I'll lock my door.
Lloyd, dear, please.
Don't you understand? Those 3 times I built things way up for myself. I was going to be all right, and then they said I wasn't. I just don't want it to happen again. Tell him I'm not in. Tell him I'm...
Hello? I rang the bell. The door was wide open. I just came on in.
Who are you looking for?
Lloyd Fleming.
You mean you're the one about the job?
That's right.
The letter was signed M. Wilson. I just naturally thought it was a man.
I don't want to waste your time, miss. I can't take the job.
I wouldn't have come at all, except, well, I did get the letter.
I knew that only someone nice would especially ask for a disabled veteran.
Stop saying that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start any trouble.
Look, I can't walk. I can't do anything. What good would I be to you?
There's a job. I can't tell you what to do. You'll have to decide.
Well, I'll think about it.
All right. Goodbye.
What a lovely girl, isn't she, Lloyd?
Yeah, she seems nice.
You'll take the job this time, won't you? There won't be any disappointments. You'll see.
Well, we've distributed over 5,000 copies of this composite drawing, Randall. We've had a few bites, but in all cases, the person cashing the check proved to be genuine.
There haven't been any new reports of checks missing, Chief. It's my feeling they've decided to lay off the mailboxes, at least for a while. Right, Chief?
Mr. Wilson?
That's right.
I've come about the job. My name's Lloyd Fleming.
Oh, yes, yes. Come in, son. Come in.
Thanks.
My niece said that you hadn't quite made up your mind.
Well, if the job's still open, I'd like a chance at it.
It's still open and it's yours. You know, my niece has told me quite a lot about you. I don't mind telling you I was quite impressed.
Well, I'm afraid I wasn't too polite to her the other day.
No, forget it, forget it.
I'll do the best I can for you.
I know you will.
Dan, Well, hello.
Lloyd's going to work for us, Millie. Isn't that fine?
Yes, that's fine.
You can start right this afternoon if you like. My niece has her sales route all mapped out. All you have to do is drive her from place to place. Could you be back, say, around 3 o'clock?
I'll be here on the minute.
Good. Then I'll be expecting you.
Oh, yes, sir. There aren't too many people who would have given me a chance. I won't let you down.
That boy couldn't have timed it better. Everything's all ready. Look, Millie. What do you think of that? These counterfeit checks are even better than those ones we were stealing. Oh, what a natural. Veterans compensation checks. No one in the world would refuse to cash one of these. They'll just take one look at that boy and be putty. Aren't you listening?
Do we have to pick on a nice kid like that?
Yes, I saw the way he was looking at you. Yeah, but you were smart. You let him.
Maybe I didn't have to fake it. You think it's hard to feel sorry for him?
Do that on your spare time, Millie. Now, why don't we rehearse the act you're going to put on when he starts taking you around? I don't see how we can miss.
Lloyd, the unsuspecting veteran, began work by taking Millie over the so-called sales route for which he was hired to act as driver.
How do you do?
Hello. Are you the manager?
Yes, miss. May I help you?
Well, I hope you can. My brother is a veteran. This is his disability check. He usually cashes it at the bank, but it's after 3. You can see he's endorsed it in the right place. If you could cash it, we'd certainly appreciate it.
Where is your brother?
He's right there, outside.
I guess it's the least I could do to help him.
Well, you're the happy one.
I'm hungry. What's for supper?
How'd it go today?
Oh, pretty good. Millie says we picked up 14 orders in just 2 days.
Millie?
Well, I sit next to the girl all day. You can't expect me to go on calling her Miss Wilson.
Lloyd, you be careful.
Well, I want to be the first one in that dining room tonight.
Hello? Miss Wilson?
Yes?
This is Mrs. Welby. I just had to call you, Miss Wilson, about Lloyd.
I've never seen him like this before. You just don't know what you've done to him. What a change in a person. All I can say is, bless you, my dear.
Within a few days after being cashed, several counterfeit government checks were referred to my office for investigation. Reports stated they were being cashed by a well-dressed young woman for her brother, presumably a disabled veteran. Yes. Oh, good. Put them on. Hello, Johnson. What did you find? Yes. I see. Well, very well. Run an analysis on the ink and paper and send the report to me the moment it's finished. Right.
What did the lab say, sir?
The endorsements on the back of these counterfeit checks were written by the same person who endorsed the stolen checks.
We shut off their source of supply, so they just go out and make their own.
Yes, only this time they've supplied us with additional leads. Now we can start tracking down the source of the ink and paper used in these counterfeits, but it'll take time. We'll circularize a new warning to storekeepers about the girl. But we can't depend upon that alone. We'll have to find a quicker way of getting at the criminals themselves. I think our best chance would be to concentrate on this newest member of the scheme, the veteran.
I'll get out here, Lloyd.
Millie, I enjoyed the movie last night, but only because you went with me.
It's late, Lloyd. My uncle's waiting.
Maybe I should have told you before, but I've got some tickets for a show for tonight. I got them this morning before I came by to pick you up. It's a very good show, and I've got orchestra seats. Will you go with me?
Tonight?
Well, you said you'd be home with your uncle, remember?
Yes, but I can't go.
Well, I know I should have asked you sooner, but won't you please go with me?
Why don't you ask somebody else?
I don't know somebody else.
Of course you do.
No, I don't. How would I get the time to know somebody else? I know that we work together and you're really my boss, and, well, I guess I shouldn't keep asking you out. I have to. I like being with you, Millie. Every morning I can hardly wait till it's time to come by and pick you up. I guess the only way to say it is that I feel good with you, Millie. I feel like a whole man.
Lloyd, you don't know anything about me.
I know all that I have to.
No, you don't. I can't go out with you tonight.
Well, why not? You said you liked me. Why won't you go with me?
Because I can't. Can't you understand that?
Yeah, I guess I can.
No, Lloyd, it isn't you. It's me. Be smart and stay away from me, just as far away as you can get.
Millie, what is it? You sound like something's happened. What's the matter?
Why do you keep asking me questions? I told you I couldn't go out with you tonight. Now let me alone.
Millie. Sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
Oh, what's the use? Good night.
Hello, Minnie, darling. Been out for a ride with the boy? This going out with him, socially, I mean, I don't know if it's such a good idea.
What we're doing to him isn't very smart either. We've done a lot of lousy things, but we never involved anybody like him.
Who says the boy's being involved? All he does is drive the car. Besides, I think we're doing him a favor. Who else would have hired him?
He thinks we're honest. What's it going to do to him when he finds out we're not?
But he never need find out. One of these days, we'll just pack up and walk away.
Every time I look at him, I feel like nothing.
Millie, we decided, didn't we, just the two of us, that we'd get all the money we could until there was enough. We haven't much longer to go.
Neither has Lloyd.
Now look, this boy, he's nobody. You must remember that.
I know that. But he's helpless. And we're taking advantage of him. If it was just us, it'd be different.
I have some more checks ready now. Tomorrow, you'll take the boy with you and, you'll cash them.
You haven't said a word to me the whole afternoon.
We were going to keep this just business, remember? We agreed to that before I got into the car.
Yeah, we agreed.
It's the best we can do.
Help you, ma'am?
Well, I hope you can. My brother is a veteran, and this is his disability check. He usually cashes it at the bank, but it's after 3 o'clock, and he needs the money. It's endorsed properly, and if you could cash it for us, we'd certainly appreciate it.
Can I see it, please?
My brother's right outside if you'd like to see him.
No, that's all right. Check seems to be endorsed properly. Don't seem to have much change here. I'll have to go back and get it. Excuse me a minute. It's her, all right. The one in the warning you sent out.
Hurry, let's get out of here.
You look sick. What happened?
Never mind, just get going back to the house.
What about the rest of the route?
Never mind the rest of the route, just get out of here.
Although the clerk who had spotted the counterfeit check had been unable to get the license number of the car, he was able to tell us its make and color. With this new development, Agent Randall, who had been proceeding on the theory that the third man in the conspiracy might really be a disabled veteran, began checking on all veterans who had obtained special licenses for hand-equipped cars. With this latest information, however, he was now able to narrow his list to 4 cars.
Mr. Fleming,
Yeah?
my name's Randall. I represent the Jackson Veterans Employment Service. It's a private company. Mrs. Welby was kind enough to let me wait in here.
Oh?
We're just checking to see if we can be of service to you as a veteran, Mr. Fleming. Mrs. Welby tells me that you have a job driving your car on the sales route for a Miss Wilson, I believe. Is that name correct?
Yeah, that's her name.
And she represents a large company?
Well, I don't know anything about the company. Her uncle has something to do with it. Only he's been sick, and I've been driving her around to cover the territory.
I see. Oh, is this her picture?
Yeah. Look, what are you asking me all the questions for?
Well, it's just for our records. It may be of some help in placing you. Now, about your job, Mr. Fleming, would you mind giving me your employer's address? I'd like to check with him about how you're making out.
Well, it's too late for that now. The job's finished.
Oh? When did that happen?
Today. Miss Wilson just told me. They're moving.
Moving?
Look, I don't see where this is any of your business.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fleming. Just thought I could be of assistance to you and to my office. Thanks very much.
Can't you hurry up with that bag? There's a cab waiting.
We'll be all right.
But what if the clerk saw the license plate on Lloyd's car?
No, he didn't. There'd have been somebody here by now. Yes, but it is a warning. Treasury knows we're in town. Yeah, we need to change the scenery, all right?
Lloyd,
What's going on? What are you doing?
leaving. I told you.
A man just came to see me. He said he was from an employment office, only I looked it up and there isn't any such place. And all the time he kept asking questions about you.
What did you tell him?
Nothing, because I don't know what's going on. Millie, why did you run out of that store?
They know about him. We're getting out of here just in time.
Tell me, Millie, what happened?
Shut up. Get out of here.
Not until you tell me what you've done.
I said get out of here.
Dan, let him alone.
You're still protecting me, Millie. Well, maybe you ought to know, son. It'll do you good. This is why Millie ran out of that store. The clerk recognized it for what it is. A counterfeit government check, and they're all supposed to be in your name. You satisfied? Any more questions? I'll get your coat.
Lloyd.
Disabled veteran wanted to drive car. Well, you advertised for a sucker and you got one.
No, please let me talk to you.
You used me like a beggar in the street. A freak that can't walk. That's all you wanted me for.
No, that's not true.
Why didn't you give me a tin cup? Maybe you'd have made more money.
No, Lloyd. Please let me talk to you.
Everybody, come around. Watch the man in the car. See how quickly he swings from the front seat into his chair. Notice how clever he is. How about some applause, ladies and gentlemen, for this great attraction? And now, pity, friends. Show him your pity, because that's what he's here for, to make you cry and give out with your money.
Stop it! Dan told me you'd never know, and I believed him.
You ought to die, both of you.
Take a good look at yourself and figure out why you're still alive.
Let me alone.
Come on, Millie, we haven't time for that. Let's get out of here.
Secret Service, you're under arrest. You all right, Fleming? We were waiting for you to take us here. All right, miss.
No, just a minute. Please.
All right, a couple of minutes.
Lloyd, you've got to listen to me. How long do we know each other? A week? But we've had lifetimes before then. So much we haven't been able to say to each other. And now I only have a minute to tell you the one thing you have to know. It's important. It's the truth. I began by lying to you. But I ended loving you. This is no fake like everything else I've done. This is real, Lloyd. How can I make you understand? Look, I can walk, and you can't. But I've been more dead than you. I look at you, I know only one thing. To me, you are a whole man. You've got to believe that, Lloyd. Don't ever doubt it again.
Produced at the trial of Dan Reese and Millie Evans resulted in a federal jury finding them guilty on 14 counts as charged. Because of her later cooperation with the authorities, Millie Evans received a reduced jail sentence of 3 years. As for the veteran who was so terribly victimized, I'm sure you'll be glad to know that he has made a complete adjustment. He's married now, has a fine family of 2 children, and a good job to support them.